February fire. How are you guys doing? We're here for a full moon reading for February, and I've been building fires all day, so your vibration's heavy in me, so hopefully we'll be able to get some good stuff from the universe for all you Aries, Leo, Sagittarian people. Let's see, universe, what you're talking about with fire. Some fire energy. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Talking about wish fulfillment for you guys, okay? I love that card. It's one of my faves. That with the star, which is the major arcana, wish fulfillment. Like to see that one too. Just got a lot to say, guys. Let's see if we can narrow this down. Besides getting what you want. Looking at the numbers now, I like that individual clarity from the universe, one card at a time. Yep, we're moving, having some change happen with the Two of Pentacles. Some good change coming into balance toward that Nine of Cups and wish fulfillment, right? So you guys are really into that space right now, trying to balance, perhaps fiscally, to get that wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, a lot of times it does include money. That can be what keeps us from that ultimate dream fulfillment. Of course, it's not just me. So yeah, some messages. Messages are coming in of change. Okay, you're starting to get the drift of the shift that's happening towards your wish fulfillment. How exciting! Page of Cups, Page of Wands, and Page of Cups. Okay, so yeah, towards a harmonious balance of your creativity and your emotional body. Right? Now these are both pages, but we're working definitely, into the realm of your magician popping. Ooh, fire. Love that. Okay, using your creativity and your heart. You are finding a greater sense of balance with that Nine of Cups and wish fulfillment, using the magician, all your resources. Being a G. Being a G with all you got. Bring what you want, right? Okay. Even though some of you, by not, by the past, the Ace of Swords on the bottom, the past has brought you some sense of a living nightmare. You've made choices, and you are ready to bring change towards your wish fulfillment, because you start with the Nine of Cups, you end with the Nine of Swords, right? So this freaking living nightmare that you've been in is really causing you to want to bring harmonious change and balance to your creative endeavors and communications, as well as your heart, and offering from both, all right? And utilizing the magician to really bring that about and conquer the Nine of Swords, right? So, and conquer that feeling of a living nightmare because of some bad choices or whatever, maybe not being creative and coming from the heart, and maybe choosing for the Pentacles, or obligation or something. Speaking of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, you guys are getting all the nines. This is good. I like nines. Okay, so your wish fulfillment through the Nine of Pentacles. So blessed solitude. Okay. So this could be that you guys want to leave, that you need to leave. If you're in a certain relationship or something, perhaps it's time you want to leave, you want to become single, and have that, that blessed feeling of empowerment and being, alone, but never alone, right, with the universe. So, it's also kind of bringing in, some type of abundance. It's right before that 10. So yes, And with strength to become, to forge this solitude, okay, to walk. There is no Eight of Cups here yet, but it feels as though there's like a type of Eight of Cups energy of needing to step away with the Nine of Pentacles into a solitude in order to gain the wish fulfillment and balance and strength, okay, because that's what came underneath the Two of Coins. Page of Wands. Now let's see what he's about. Hey, Paige, what you got for us? What messages do you bring? Little honey, that's cute. This is a little, like, maybe a 15-year-old that's filled with fervor, ready to roll. Okay, Knight of Swords. So the message, okay, so strength to bring truth. Knight of Swords is a fast-moving dude that just is all about truth. He's like, all right, gonna take my sword and cut out this, and this. See that path now? Boom. Path to truth. Okay, so this Page of Wands is bringing him, okay, to have strength, you know, because the harm in change brings strength, right? So, you know, the truth from the heart, because the Page of Cups is next. So you're bringing that truth from the heart and communicating, right? That's what the Page of Wands really does talk about. So let's clarify Page of Cups for these fiery signs. Yep, okay. Now, there has been some deceit in the past. There's some lies and deceit in that Page of Cups energy. You have not been honest about what you want in your heart, okay? You've lied, perhaps. But it's time to cut all that out, okay? And that's perhaps where this Nine of Pentacles is coming. In the heart space, you know you're not where you're supposed to be. What you want in life is not what's before you, okay? But you're ready to come from the heart now with the Magician and handle that Seven of Swords energy and those lies, okay? It's super important that that's done. The High Priestess and the Magician together. Okay, so, yeah, intuitively, using intuition and the power, you know, the cosmic universe and the vision of the third eye, and taking all of your material, you know, that's around you and bridging the two energies to really figure out in the bigger picture how to conquer the living nightmare that you have created by lying about your truth in your heart, okay, and allowing the Knight of Swords to bring forth and communicate truth so that you may find, you know, rediscover a strength and a new, and, you know, change, okay, and this blessed solitude and your wish fulfillment, you know, within that to some degree. So we're in the Nine of Swords. Let's talk about Nine of Swords. Here's the Nine of Swords. Okay. And then from the living nightmare, you know, you're ready to have a new beginning, right? I was feeling that. Ten of Wands, yep, burdened. Guys are burdened. And you're feeling very much ready to empower the truth and have this new beginning, okay? Feels a little rough right now. Feels like you know, the living nightmare, lots of lies about what you really want and what your truth is. Desiring to just sort of be alone, and needing to communicate the truth of the heart that's been lied about, okay, and like what you really want, even if it's just baby steps, because that page is still young, okay, so you don't have to just go and like make some crazy declaration, but definitely begin to work towards that which is the truth in your heart, because the lies and lying to the self and to others has caused the living nightmare, okay, and the Magician and the High Priestess are here to help you pull out of that. And get you that Ace of Wands. But you have got to empower yourself with the Ace of Swords and tell the truth, okay? Because the burden that you're living under right now is too much, and there's a completion of that within this Ace of Swords and bringing the truth, okay? And the Empress is clarifying that wish card, the two nines, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So, you know, you really know what you want, and it doesn't seem as though, and she's within that change. So, you know, it's apparent and evident. I'm going to get one more here on the Seven of Swords. Yeah, Five of Swords. So that's just, yeah, through that, the lies, and you've got so much loss and regret happening, okay, by not sharing and honoring. Maybe there was fear, maybe you feared rejection or loss through following your heart. You know, like it's a lot harder when to lose something that you really love and care about, which is why a lot of people don't invest in that. And maybe that caused you to, in a protective way, throw the sword and lie about it. Okay, throw the swords over your heart and not honor it. But it's time to do that, okay? And you're using the cosmic energy of truth and the righteousness behind truth, and your vision and your 3D resources to create an end and to create a new beginning beyond this living nightmare. Okay, Queen of Hearts. Yes, it seems to me like you guys really know what you want. Okay, and and maybe a female, and it, you know, or a male, but you know where you want your heart to be, but it's not where it's at, where you're at. Okay, let's get you some Earth Magic cards and see. It's really important that you use that Magician energy with the High Priestess to really end this Nine of Swords, living nightmare. Okay, yep, movement, river. Okay, vulnerability, meadow. Yeah, this movement to solitude, to being alone, this Nine of Pentacles, seeking your wish fulfillment, and this Empress, this grand balance to your legacy, however that might be. That could even be within, you know, this creative, you know, energy that you haven't really honored over here in your heart, and really who you are in an expressive way, kind of, maybe, and becoming that. But it really seems like being in a situation that you need to step away from, find solitude to then find your truth, okay? And follow that. It's really important, because the living nightmare is self-created. You've done this. It's an 8 of Wands type thing. Yep, river, fog, and vulnerability. Okay, so movement, veiled, and vulnerability. So again, you know, I'm going to talk again about the lies. There's some kind of lies going on here. You know, movement of the lies and revealing vulnerability. There is a vulnerability around you guys, you know, around you. And it's really important that you realize that it's self-created by lies, okay? And that veiled thing, the veiledness, and the need to move through this situation that you're in, because it was created sort of a false creation. It was like maybe a sled out of a certain situation that was worse than this one, but this isn't the one. This isn't the situation that makes you happy, right? So it's really important to recognize what does and move toward that right now. The universe is with you, and your wish fulfillment's on the table, okay? But first you must have that solitude. You must have the strength to move for change into a single or solitude, the Nine of Pentacles, and then towards your empire and your legacy with truth and that Ace of Swords, okay? Cutting out, being willing to tell the truth swiftly, and to communicate what is the truth from your heart, and that there has been lies, and that there's regret for what has gone down, okay? But that you're willing to do whatever it takes in the 3D with your cosmic self and your physical self blended in marriage to fight the living nightmare and have a new beginning, okay? The burden's too much, Ten of Wands. You really want that Queen of Hearts. You want that, you know, kingdom of the heart, right? What you want. You deserve it, right? And don't be afraid of the vulnerability of being alone, because believe me, there's much more vulnerability in handing the keys to your own personal legacy to the wrong person or the wrong energies. Okay? So have faith, guys. Have faith in your truth. Don't be afraid. There's so much more to be found in that, I think, than living the lies, and all of us, you know, perpetrate that sometimes out of fear and everything, but don't be afraid, be in love, okay? Alright, well, good luck. I hope you guys can make the new beginnings here, so get on with your truth, and go get it, get what you deserve, go get your destiny, your legacy, your heart-created kingdom, okay? Alright, guys, until next time. New moon. I'm trying to find time for like the Grateful Dead or a collective reading of some sort, so check it out. Alright, bye guys.